Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mark and Joel with the Extra Point, bringing you guys a new video today and part of Texas Tuesday. We got our preview matchup: UT on the road versus Mississippi State on the road
What are they?
again. SEC matchup.
What are they? Are they like Bulldogs too, or what are
Yep,
they? Mississippi State
Mississippi State
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs. Yeah,
Um,
kickoff at 3:15. What's your takes on this?
well, looking at this matchup now, it looks like Texas actually went down on the AP poll. They were ranked 21st last week. Now they're ranked 22nd this week after a win at Kentucky. Even though it was an ugly win, which is understandable, I feel like they're really punishing Texas this year for any little thing they do. Um, at home at Mississippi State, Texas is favored -6.5. The over under is 45.5. Might be a low scoring game again, to be honest. It's going to come down to the defense. Hopefully, Sark can fix offense's issues. Hopefully, we have a better run game this week. We're going to need it. We just need to keep the ball, keep the time of possession. We can't be under 20 minutes anymore. We need to bump that up. We need to be in the sweet spot between 25 to 30, just so we can give our defense a break. Because playing 40 minutes against the SEC team at their house is tough. It doesn't matter where you play. And overall, I mean, this defense is going up against a really, really good offense, in my opinion. A better and more improved Mississippi State, coached by a really, really well coached football team. So it's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be another slugfest. Might come down to the wire again. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this matchup. Hopefully Texas can pull it away, but it's gonna be fun, in my opinion.
I gotcha. Yeah, I mean the team that both Texas and Mississippi State have both played was the Florida Gators. Obviously, Texas won the road a couple weeks ago and lost to Florida at 29-21. Mississippi State just lost on the road to Florida 23-21. So we scored the same amount of points against the same defense, but we allowed more points. Florida was able to score 29. Florida was able to get the win by 2 points. Obviously, you can't compare apples to bananas. Different team, different personnel, different play styles. I will say that just by looking at the points allowed, 21-21, I think our 21 points will much more. What's the word? They're probably more. I didn't watch the Mississippi State versus Florida game, but I think our points that we scored against Florida, those cost us more because most of our points came late in the game when Florida was trying to soft us away. I think in the Mississippi State against Florida, they're going back and forth, probably exchanging. Maybe Mississippi State was up at one point. I'm not sure, but
I could kind of help you out there. So Mississippi State, they drew first. They drew first. They scored the first touchdown in the first half. Pretty much got shut out second and third, and then by the fourth quarter, Mississippi State turned on the turbo and scored 14 points.
Oh, gotcha. So very similar to us. Oh, damn, look at that.
Yeah.
So okay, that helps a lot. So I guess both offenses like to get punched in the mouth. They play a good second half. This game, I mean, I don't know where to go. I mean, I think Texas's defense is going to smother this offense, but if our defense has to play so many snaps, we will eventually break. I need Arch to make the simple throws. I need Trey Wiser to break to the second level. A lot of pressure's on Trey Wiser. Probably more pressure than Arch Manning. Trey knows, hey, if I can get more yards after contact and get these chains moving, it'll make it easier for Arch to make these smaller passes to open up the deeper passes. And Trey Wiser, comparing running backs to running backs, their running back has about almost nearly 500 yards, almost 300 yards more than our guy. Now, obviously, our guy missed some time, but you're a premier Texas running back. Texas knows how to recruit and develop running backs. Trey, you're our guy. We need you to step up and bring it home for us. Yeah, and this pregame matchup, I got Texas winning this game. And a close one. Texas needs to be focused. They take care of business. I will say there's probably going to be some type of fatigue. Because if you think about it, Texas had to play Florida on the road, a neutral game versus Oklahoma, right? And then on the road at Kentucky, and then again on the road versus Mississippi State. So they haven't been home in almost a month. I wonder if that's going to play a factor. I'm going to call this game 24-17. 24-17. I think Texas can win this game. I think our special teams finds a way to play our offense in really good positions. And I think Stark's going to have to dig in his bag for more creative and explosive plays. If we can't go down the field in these 14-play drives, fuck it. Let's just nuke it. Let's let our receivers, let's let our speedy receivers stretch the field. And if we need to have, we have our receivers, all four guys run verticals, and ours just take off. And when it's man coverage and beat one linebacker, fuck it. Let's go back to simple Madden plays.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, time of possession would be key in this game. Who runs the ball better would be key in this game, and the line of scrimmage. I'm looking at the stats here for sacks allowed. Clearly Texas has more sacks. Colin Simmons has 7. Their leading sacks only has 2. So I guess they're not really getting to the QB as often. So we got to take advantage of that. That take advantage that their D line isn't really getting to the quarterback. Like I said, hopefully it doesn't happen this game where they have a record game. But let's try to take advantage of these. Maybe here screenplays will work. Maybe working these 10-yard passes will work better. Just keep these guys on your toes. Not try to be too predictable, but at the same time, if Arch, you don't see it, take off. Don't hold the ball too long. Don't stay in the pocket. Don't let the pocket crash on you. Always try to find an easy outlet. If not, like I said, just take off. You got the talent to do it. And
Yeah,
you can
you're right.
definitely do here.
Arch, you can run. Use your legs. I feel like someone's telling him don't run.
I don't know. Maybe it could be his uncles telling him like, "Hey, you gotta stay in the pocket. It's better. It looks better. Critique wise, but man, it kind of like we kind of talked about this too last year about Shedeur Sanders, how he didn't really run. He always held on to the ball too much, and that's why he got sacked so much, because he was trying to always make the play. He later on in his career, he started throwing the ball out, so he could avoid these sacks. I mean, his family, he comes from a really pass first family. So I feel like I don't think it's really his uncles, but I mean, there's some type of influence there that he wants to be like his uncles. He wants to make sure he passes it. But I mean, this man has the talent to like literally take off. I mean, he has the most rushing yards in the team. Take advantage of it.
Yep.
Nobody can stop him. Nobody's gonna stop him. If you can get 10 yards, take him.
Yep. You're 6'4". You're 6'4", 230. Run.
Yeah.
There's been times the Arch is rolling out and there's not a defender within 10 yards. But he's looking for that pass. And then there's 2 things. If you make that pass, it better be a completion. If you feel like you can't make it or it's not a good throw, run. Maybe you don't get 10 yards. You get 4, fuck it, 3 yards. Better than 0 yards.
My opinion, our hardest down, in my opinion, is first down. I don't know why, but our first down is horrible. We can't put us in a better spot for our second and third down. We always back ourselves up or we get no yardage for most of the time, which makes it a difficult second and down or third and long. So those first downs is gonna be key for us to stay ahead of the chains.
What would you suggest? Like, some teams like to run the ball on first down. That's like maybe 80% of the teams. And some teams like to pass first on first down. What would you like to see this offense do?
I want to see design plays for Arch. You know, I want to see some design runs from him. You know, keep the defense on the edge. You know, there's like, oh, they're probably thinking like this guy's probably gonna throw it. I want to see Arch run the ball. I don't care if he only gets 3-4 yards. You know, I feel like at this point in the season, I mean, Arch needs to get some you know, contact in. You know, get him ready for what's to come. You know, I don't know. I think he's playing scared, to be honest. Still,
Yeah,
that's my opinion. I think he still looks scared out there.
gotcha.
So that's what I like to see.
What would you call the final score?
My final score, it's gonna come down to. I just don't see us winning by a touchdown. It's probably gonna be by a 3. I see this coming down to like 17 to 14, something really in the lines of that. I don't think we get out of 20 points again this game. Just because their offense they have a really explosive offense. And I feel like we have the DBs to contain this offense, and we have the running back, we have the D linemen and you know, front 7 that can contain this run game. But like I said, I just hope I see this being closer than what it is, regardless. It's a road game, another SEC road game.
Yeah, I gotcha. Sweet, good take. Gotcha. Well, that go ahead. That wraps up our week. I believe this is week 8 for us. Week 8 pregame matchup. Texas on the road at Mississippi State Bulldogs. Kickoff at 3:15. Make sure you guys tune in, watch that game, support our guys from the couch. Unless you're making the trip out there.
Yeah, if you make the trip out there, then salute to you. You know, there's a lot of road games this week.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, a lot of road games this season. So if you can make it to at least one of them, that's salute to y'all. Our goal is to make it out to at least a couple games this year, or in the coming future, make it to at least a couple road games. That'll be pretty sweet to do.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Gotcha. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and follow for more content. See y'all later.
All right, later, guys.